All right, let's talk about a new piece of tech that's trying to make AI vision, well, not just something you can actually use, but something that's genuinely fun to play with. We're diving into the HuskyLens 2. So just think about this for a second. What if teaching a machine to see and react to the world was as easy as playing a game? What if all that incredibly complex tech was just boiled down to something simple, something intuitive? Well, that is the exact idea behind the HuskyLens 2. It's this awesome little AI vision sensor, and it comes packed with over 20 pre-built AI models right out of the gate. The whole point is to be a super simple tool that helps you bring your wild ideas to life. So first things first, what do you need to know? Well, this thing is designed from the ground up to be an easy-to-use AI vision sensor, right out of the box. No messing around. The whole philosophy here is about immediate potential. We're not talking about complicated setups or spending hours on tutorials. It's ready to go the moment you are, packed with features that are just begging you to start playing. And that, right there, is the key. By getting rid of that steep learning curve, it's basically opening up this technology for everyone, students, hobbyists, or, anyone who's got a cool idea and just wants to build something. Okay, let's dive into this part because this is where it gets really fun. We're moving past just seeing things and into actually interacting with them, learning, tracking, and turning motion into real-world action. And the learning process? It seriously could not be simpler. You literally just point the sensor at whatever you want it to recognize, click one button to teach it, and bam! From that moment on, it'll track that object. It's just that intuitive. So picture this. You teach it your face with just one click, and boom, it instantly knows it's you. But then it goes a step further. It doesn't just recognize you, it identifies you from everyone else. And the speed, it's just wow. Now, let's bring this into the physical world. That recognition can actually trigger something to happen, like telling a robotic arm to lock onto the target it just learned. And gotcha. Just like that, mission accomplished. This little sequence is just brilliant. It shows how seamless it is to go from a simple learn click to a real-world action. And this just opens up so many possibilities. You can teach it any gesture you can think of. You can combine different models and basically turn your own movements into commands. It's not just about controlling a project anymore. You actually become a part of the game. Now, those 20+ models that come with it, yeah, that's just the beginning. The whole platform is built to be customized, and making it do more is, well, completely effortless. So you've basically got two ways you can go here. On one hand, you can add new pre-made models just by scanning a QR code. Super, super simple. But on the other hand, if you've got a really specific task in mind, you can actually train your own models that are tailored to exactly what you need. And here's the kicker. Even when you train your own super specific custom model, getting it onto the device is still just a one-click process. That whole easy-to-play idea, it goes all the way, even to the most advanced stuff. All right, let's talk about what might be the most groundbreaking feature here. The HuskyLens 2 is the first AI vision sensor of its kind that's ready for large language models, LLMs. It effectively connects what the device sees with what a big AI can understand and even say. So the magic that makes this happen is a built-in piece of tech called an MCP server. The easiest way to think about it is like a universal translator. It takes all the visual stuff from the sensor, what it's seeing, and connects it perfectly with the brain power of an LLM, the AI's brain. And this is a perfect example of what that means in the real world. You can have a totally natural conversation with your project. The device recognizes itself, understands what you're saying, and then uses its own eyes to spot dangers in real time, like a flammable cable sitting way too close to a hot soldering iron. So what's powering all this? This little thing is delivering 6 TOPS of computing power. TOPS stands for trillions of operations per second. Yeah, trillions. It's like having a tiny little supercomputer that processes what it sees so fast that the recognition feels almost instantaneous. And of course, you can expand it even more. You can add an optional Wi-Fi module to get those powerful LLM services and stream video wirelessly. You can even swap out the entire camera for special jobs, like, say, exploring the microscopic world. Pretty cool. So when you put all of these pieces together, what do you really have? Well, what you've got is the perfect creative partner. It's a tool that's designed to be incredibly versatile, but what it ultimately does? Well, that's completely defined by you. It really gives you the power to switch freely between all these different jobs, from spotting an object to tracking your hand gestures, without any friction at all. It's just inviting you to explore deeply, to push past what's built in and create something that is 100% your own. And at the end of the day, its entire purpose is to empower you to just unleash your creativity, to finally build that bridge between the physical world and your digital imagination. Which really brings us to the final thought. This tool's whole job is to tear down the technical barriers, to make AI vision simple, intuitive, and fun. So the only real question left to ask is, if your imagination is no longer the limit, what will you create?